Hello, everybody. Little tarot time with Ramblin' Mike here today. Gonna do a deck review. One of my personal favorites. Oh, the old Tarot Illuminati right here. An amazing deck. It's produced by Los Cabero. They have many amazing decks. Pretty much anything Los Cabero puts together, it's worth taking a look at. This is, like I said, the classic Rider-Waite amplified. It's been amplified by Eric Dunn and Kim Huggins, who put this deck together. You know, they turned the volume up on the Rider-Waite, in my opinion, right here. It does come in two choices. It comes with a beautiful kit. These tarot companies are absolutely making these beautiful kits for us anymore. The beautiful box. This kit comes with a beautiful book, which I'm going to be sharing out of today. A lot of the buzzwords that they put together with this. It also comes in a standalone deck. The standalone deck has the black borders around it. I prefer to use this one on YouTube myself because, well, the kit deck has a lot of varnish or lamination, that's the word, huh? And it's really shiny and it picks up a lot of glare, whereas this one is more matted and more size of my hand. This one is definitely a little larger, just a little bit. But it's absolutely gorgeous. Both of them are gorgeous right here. Both of them have two different cover cards. This is the cover card for the kit. It's fun. And this is the cover card for the standalone deck with the old magician, or the alchemist, as Tarot Illuminati calls him right there. So, I'm going to go through this deck card by card. Highly recommended, of course. I'm going to read buzzwords out of the book right here. And you know, this isn't for everybody. This is for my tarot enthusiasts, those that love the tarot and want to learn more about it. So I hope you enjoy these. Here we go. We're going to start with the first card right here, which is the 0. It's the Fool card. Let me see where that's at right there. Yeah, I like that right there, huh? It's the Fool card. It's the 0 card. It's Uranus, which is Aquarius, and the first 5 majors are all connected to Aries. So this is Aries and Aquarius. I'm gonna get my readers on right here. Here we go. I'm gonna pull some of these buzzwords out of this amazing book that Kim Huggins has put together for us. The Fool, the infinite possibilities of chaos. Potential, the chaos before actuality, new beginnings, innocence and naivety, childishness, taking the first steps on a long journey. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Newness, the blank slate, innate joy in life, being a traveler through life, standing on the pinnacle of change, removing fear so you can move forward, freedom, the state before the journey begins, the Fool. Number 1 is the Magician. The Tarot Illuminati calls him the Alchemist. They've titled this card The Institution of Transformation. Excuse me. That is the instigation of transformation. Instigating big changes, having all the resources necessary, knowing how to manipulate and control a situation, the spiritual and mundane world reflecting each other, channeling the divine, intention, energy, will, and resources focused on one goal, primal urge, initial plans and actions. The Alchemist, number 1. Number 2, now also this is Mercury, this is Gemini, Virgo, and Aries. Number 2, the High Priestess, this is Cancer, Pisces. Silence, Gestating Mystery. I love that title for it right here. Silence to find answers, intuition, introspection, knowing yourself, psychic ability and vision, remembering, seeking inner wisdom, mystery, stillness, and receptivity. Somebody with great inner vision and wisdom. Learning from your intuition. Inaction is the best course of action. Number 2, the High Priestess. Number 3, the Empress. This is Taurus. Also Aries. It's also Libra. This is Venus. 3, the Empress. Venus incarnate in the sensual earth. Creativity. Actively creating something. Working to bring something to fruition. Raw material given form. Love and sensuality. Fertility. Pregnancy. Motherhood. Nurture. Unconditional love. Creating beauty, vitality, work and projects being like your children. Number 3, the Empress. Number 4, the Emperor. Aries, seated in his power. And that is absolutely Aries. Power and how to use it. Responsibility. Being in a position of power and leadership, authority, somebody in a higher position than others, structure and order, laws to abide by, a strong masculine figure, activity and primal force, solving conflict through power, courage, ambition, giving orders. Number 4, the Emperor. Number 5, the Hierophant, the institution of the sacred. Organizations and institutions, spiritual authority, memory, traditional teachings, convention, revelation of the sacred, knowledge and book learning, a teacher, priesthood, history and learning from the past, learning from the experience of the others. 5, the Hierophant. 6, the Lovers, Gemini. Yearning for reunion is what they have titled it here. Love, seeking union with another person or with the divine. Yearning, being two parts of the same whole, finding your other half, passion, separation leading to yearning, recognizing divine origin, a strong connection between people, opposites uniting. 6, the Lovers. 7, the Chariot. This is Cancer. The soul extended in action, gaining momentum and speed, swift, assured victory, facing a situation head on, progress, movement of all kinds, exerting control, prolonged bursts of activity, intention carried forward as an action. I like this, controlling the lower self, the quest and the journey, moving towards a clear goal. Number 7, the Chariot. Number 8, Strength card, Leo. The Maiden and the Beast. The animal self, acknowledging and welcoming the libido and passions. A symbolic relationship between two people that are vastly different. Inner strength, strength and kindness. It is better to kill wasps with honey than with vinegar. The beast within, a connection with animals. Number 8, strength card. Number 9, the Hermit, Virgo. They have titled it The Seed of Light in the Darkness. An imparter of wisdom, a hermit or somebody who enjoys solitude, wisdom in loneliness, being alone, light in the darkness, guidance from within, the wisdom of another showing you the way, a helping hand, age and experience, shining your inner light for others to see, a spiritual truth that acts as a navigation point. Number 9, the Hermit. Number 10, the Wheel of Fortune. It's connected with all 4 fixed signs: Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo. This is Jupiter, the planet of expansion and good luck. They've titled it The Riddle of Constant Change. And I'm going to read the little poem that they have here. It's very cool. I have a riddle for you. If you answer correctly, you may pass, for you will truly understand the nature of the universe and the precious wisdom of the tarot. There are 4 creatures of mighty power. One bears water, one soars the heights, one has the strength of the earth, and the other the presence of majesty. What can be found between them? And that is the wheel that's in the middle of the wheel right here. Around the card with the Tarot Illuminati, you can see it. It says Tarot, T-A-R-O. And on the inner wheel on the inside are Jewish symbols. These are, well, the secret name of God. It's Yahweh, Vahe. It's a very fun card. The buzzwords that they have here: riddles and gambling, ups and downs, emotional roller coaster, uncertainty, change, recurring themes and cycles. What goes around comes around. Being in the center of change. Feeling dizzy with change. Questions. Fate versus free will. Concerns about destiny and life path. Number 10, the Wheel of Fortune. Number 11, Justice. This is Libra. The scales of cosmic balance. Balance, adjustment, consequence and effects, weighing things up, being at the fulcrum of a balancing act, equilibrium, maintaining the center, justice, morality, law, and order. Number 11, Justice. Number 12, Hangman. This is Neptune. Pisces. They've titled it The Dark Night of the Soul. Surrender, letting go and giving in, sacrifice, turning inwards, seeing things from a different angle, a pause in activity or a plateau, suffering for a reason. Owie. Does that ever work? Not sure. Seeing the bigger picture, giving into your higher self. The dark night of the soul, descent into the underworld, staring into the abyss. Number 12, Hangman. 13, Death card, Scorpio. The Sunset Roads of Metamorphosis. Love that title. Transition and transformation. Metamorphosis. Death in many forms. Letting go of the old self. Cutting away that which is no longer needed. Slow decay. Taking on new forms or ways of life. Ushering in change. 13. The Death card. 14. Temperance. Sagittarius. The Angel in the Middle Way. Temperance and moderation. Avoiding excess. Virtue instead of vice. Finding a middle way. Mingling many different approaches. Flux. Meditation. Creating something greater than the sum of its parts. Unity of opposing forces to create something. 14. Temperance. 15. The Devil. Capricorn. The chains that bind. Excess, temptation, lust and desire. Contracts and bonds between people. Inner demons, decadence, vice, being a slave to something, addiction, the darkest parts of the self, ambition that hurts others, glorifying the ego, lust for life. 15, the Devil. 16, the Tower. This is Mars. Can be Aries, Scorpio. The destruction of the self at the edge of the abyss. Wow. Sudden destruction and devastation. Catastrophe. Destruction of the ego or sense of self. Painful awakening and realization. A bolt out of the blue. Removal of constructs in your life, fall from grace, falsely built parts of your life torn down, revelation through extreme pain. 16, the Tower. 17, the Star, Aquarius. The guiding light of renewal, healing, renewal, rejuvenation, peace and harmony, the new age, interest in alternative therapy and spirituality, fame and fortune, a guiding light, soothing after suffering, finding the way, hope, nothing is impossible, great luck, light in the darkness. 17, the Star. 18, the Moon. Pisces, Cancer again. The Silver Road of Shadow and Tides. Illusion, uncertainty, secrecy and mystery, lunacy and madness, half-truths, hidden truths, hints, suspicions, flux, woman's mysteries, the subconscious, fearing the shadows, reflection of truth, filtering the truth, whispers. 18, the Moon. 19, the Sun, Leo. The light of truth. Truth, illumination and revelation, awareness and awakening, optimism and enthusiasm, joy and happiness, true bliss, celebration, chasing away ignorance and falsehood, a time of good fortune and prosperity, a return to a happier time, realization, rising above. 19, the Sun. 20, Judgment. This is Pluto. The call to awakening. Hearing a call to a purpose. Rebirth. The phoenix rising from its ashes. Freeing yourself of what holds you back. Leaving behind the past. The dawn of a new era in your life. Understanding a spiritual calling. Awakening. Freedom from suffering. 20. Judgment. And the last card of the major arcanas is the World card. This is Saturn. Also, again, has to do with all 4 fixed zodiacs. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. 21. The World card. The cycles of completion and beginning. Completion. Endings giving way to new beginnings. Cycles. The journey is never over. Experience as a teacher. Everything is a lesson. Opportunity. Learning the rhythms of your life. Celebrating life. Full awareness and knowledge. Having everything you need. The World card. Now we're going to get to the minor arcanas here. Normally when mini decks are set up, they'll put fire next because fire is the closest thing to spirit, being the major arcanas. The Ace of Wands, the thrust and lust of life. Inspiration, the divine spark, the most primal of energies and expression. Passion, drive, and ambition. The will directed towards a goal. Pure intent, sexual desire, the thrust of life, excitement, rising of passion and energy, beginnings of a project or a business, stirrings of desire. Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands. The Conqueror at the edge of the world. Expansion, pushing your will into the universe, the logical extension of an idea, exploration and desire to see more, conquering new ground, pushing beyond your limits, strength of will, command and control, stimulation of the will towards a goal of discovery. 3 of Wands, your ship's coming in. Opportunities coming in, taking the long view, making plans for the future, staying a few steps ahead, waiting for your ships to come in after an investment or a risk, self-employment paying off, having a greater vision, thinking big, being a teacher for others in business. 4 of Wands. The Thanksgiving of hearth and home. Thanksgiving, the harvest being brought in, completion of a project or a goal, the foundations of your life, a happy hearth and home, the security of your life, will and desire being grounded in reality, results and manifestation of your dreams, sharing success with your community. 4 of Wands. 5 of Wands. The test of contest. Opposition to ideas. Conflict in career or work. Friendly fighting, contest and competition, testing and training, overcoming difficulties to better yourself, overcoming others, conflict leading to an opportunity to grow and prove yourself. 5 of Wands. 6 of Wands. The heroic return of the Sun King. Triumph and victory, achievement, being the best, outshining others, gaining admiration of others, being lauded for your efforts, becoming a leader, showing by example, being a hero, being placed upon a pedestal, hero worship. 6 of Wands. 7 of Wands. The heart of the warrior. A hard fight, battling against oppression, bullying, standing up for what you believe in, supporting the underdog, giving everything to overcome an obstacle, defense, facing opposition that seems insurmountable, courage and valor, to live for a cause. 7 of Wands. 8 of Wands. The heights of ambition. Highest aims and goals, setting your sights high, swiftness in progress, astounding achievements, momentum being gained, freedom of thought and desire, giving all of your energy to a large number of projects, trying to keep up with your own success. 8 of Wands. 9 of Wands. The strength of will. The wounded warrior, perseverance, strength of will, never giving up, fighting despite loss or energy, fighting a losing battle, conserving your energy for the opportune moment, being given no respite or let up, being in the eye of the storm, out of the frying pan and into the fire. 9 of Wands. 10 of Wands. The burden of choice. Burdens and responsibilities, heavy baggage, oppression, being relied upon by others, carrying too much on your shoulders, feeling weighed down and unable to cope with the pressure, the challenge of pushing past your limits, no pain, no gain, voluntarily taking on burdens. Off to the aces. Ace of Swords, the breath of life. Truth as the highest cause. Philosophy, pure thought and conception. Ideas and abstract thinking. Critique from all sides. Clear-cutting answers. Illuminating the answers through logic. Justice and oaths being sworn and kept. The power of words. Intellectual perception. 2 of Swords. The falcon of the mind. Pause during decision making. Being at the crossroads. Fear of a decision. Change being imminent. The balance between 2 options. Being in 2 minds. Choice presented. Change is the only constant. Weighing up your options. Paradox. Stillness during changing states. 2 of Swords. 3 of Swords. The existential sorrow. Sorrow, existential suffering, anguish at the suffering in the world, seeing the pain of others, realization of a pain in your life, grief and suffering, offering healing and redemption, harsh truths, truths that hurt, the aching heart, the 3 of Swords. 4 of Swords. the oracle of the fertile mind, stillness and peace in the mind, rest and recuperation, pause and taking a break, seeking answers in meditation and sleep, setting aside worry, quiet and solitude for thought, retreat into the self for healing, resolution of thoughts, ideas coming from stillness. Four of Swords, Five of Swords, at any cost. Take what you can, taking advantage and using an advantage, seeking victory at any cost. Exploiting others' weaknesses, gloating, necessary dishonor, needing to get ahead, do or be done. Five of Swords, Six of Swords, the escape of the mind. Transition, the mind exploring, the process of learning and discovering, testing hypothesis, the journey for its own sake, escape, getting lost in learning, moving through uncertainty, endless seeking, learning something new will allow you to move on. Six of Swords, Seven of Swords, the cunning of the shadows, stealth and deception, manipulation and politics, discarding honor in necessity, thievery and betrayal, acting in the shadows, being dishonest, exposing dishonesty in others, cunning and guile, using tricks to get answers. Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords, the prison of the mind. Being trapped or feeling trapped, being oppressed and held back, thoughts and words that are caging you, being unable to act as you wish, stagnation of the mind, old thought patterns, being the damsel in distress, being in need of rescue, feeling powerless. Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords, things that go bump in the night. Nightmares and night terrors, fear of being afraid, worry and anxiety, sleep deprivation and problems, mental illness, feeling of guilt, worrying too much about something, making a mountain out of a molehill, health being adversely affected by anxiety. Nine of Swords. Ten of Swords, the death of God. Destruction, the death of the old self, self-analysis and critique, which is necessary but painful, taking something apart to access it, removing old thought patterns, ruin, devastation, the dark night of the soul, leading to rebirth, the ravages of the mind. Ten of Swords. On to the cups, the Ace of Cups. The soul receiving love, being open to love, receiving the light of the divine, being filled with love and joy. You cannot fill a cup that is already full. Receptivity to allow for fullness, letting go and surrendering to joy, bliss and ecstasy. The touch of the divine, peace being channeled into the world, being so full of love that you cannot contain it. Compassion for the world. Ace of Cups. Two of Cups. Hearts united in balance. Sharing love. Union found with another person. All kinds of love, including platonic. Healing emotions and love. Seeing yourself reflected in another. Soulmates. Two hearts finding each other. Emotions being expressed that lead to spiritual awareness. Two of Cups. Three of Cups. Joy in abundance. Happiness shared with others. Friendship, groups, socializing and social events. Expressing joy in the everyday world. A feeling of grace and blessing. Celebration and reasons to party. Everything fun that life has to offer. Being in the moment and enjoying life. Three of Cups. Four of Cups. The closed doors of the heart. Past hurts leading to denial, despondency, and disappointment. Missing opportunities due to dwelling on sadness or the past. Being closed to love. Emotional stagnation. Feelings of boredom. Feeling like you have been dealt a bad hand. Four of Cups. Five of Cups. The river of tears. Grief at loss. Mourning an ending. Despair. Loss of a loved one. Emotional hurt. Knowing that grief serves as a purpose. Respecting the grief and loss of another. Sadness being temporary. Five of Cups. Six of Cups. The pleasure of the sun child. Youthful joy, simple pleasures in life, pure happiness, the inner child, returning to a simpler way of living. Generosity of spirit, kindness and gentleness, emotional harmony. You are only as old as you feel. Innocence and inexperience. Six of Cups. Seven of Cups. The power of imagination. The imagination and what it can create. Daydreams, illusion, and seduction. Difficulty distinguishing between illusion and reality, hallucination, uncertainty, smoke and mirrors, options to choose from. All is not as it appears. Seven of Cups. Eight of Cups. The vision quest in the wasteland. Searching for spiritual truth, leaving something behind. Letting go of the past and moving on. Abandonment. Questing for an inner truth. Seeking the spiritual realm. The wandering stranger. Feeling that something is missing. Pilgrimage. Eight of Cups. Nine of Cups. The blessing of satisfaction. Satisfaction. Having all the best that life can offer, being content, emotionally still, wishes fulfilled, sharing good fortune with others, laughter and merriment, indulgent, counting your blessings, being surrounded by friends, good luck. Nine of Cups. 10 of Cups, the happy ever after, the happy ending, true joy, bliss, emotional connection with others, contentment and peace, inner understanding, spiritual awareness, depth of emotion, depth of emotional wisdom. That's nice. Happy marriage and relationship. Perfection in life. 10 of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles. The seed in the garden. The spiritual reflected in the everyday. Humble beginnings for great plans. Seeds planted for the future. The beginning of investments and projects. Resources at your disposal. The material world. The body and its health, raw materials as yet unprocessed. Ace of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Learning the dance of change. Change is the only certainty. learning to adapt to a situation, being flexible, juggling responsibilities, learning that you cannot hold onto things forever, becoming a student of life, changing perspectives, embracing a new lifestyle, knowing the daily ups and downs of life. 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, the work of the master, a skill or talent achieving great results, the completed work, crafts and hobbies, investing every part of yourself into a project, being a master craftsman, showcasing work to others, hard work applied, self-direction at work, rigid structure enabling creativity. 3 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, the ownership of power, possessions and ownership, resources and how you can use them, strength and defense, power and how you can gain it and hold on to it, how you save or spend money, greed, the things you have built with your own resources. 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, the outcast, being out in the cold, refusal of aid, asking for help and not receiving it, being isolated by a community, spiritual isolation, poverty. You cannot guarantee a fortune, loss of money or resources, lack and want, the necessity of survival. 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, the success of the philanthropist, flow of resources, exchange of skill, time, and energy for resources, asking for aid and receiving it, humanitarian causes, compassion acted upon through aid, charity work, ask and you shall receive, rewards, philanthropy, using resources to benefit others, harmony in daily life. 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, the waiting game, patience, slow progress, watching things grow, delayed results, paying attention to detail, diligence and hard work. More haste means less speed. Awaiting an end result, tending to your daily life. Waiting. 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, in the belly of the blacksmith's forge. Practice makes perfect. Learning from a master, apprenticeship, learning a skill or a talent, application and dedication, hard work, the hard grind of a job, training and honing skills, improvement, hard work leading to greater work, shaping the situation through tireless work. 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, the fullness of independence in gain, the self-made man / woman, self-employment and independent business, being entirely in the moment, enjoying the fruits of your labors, fullness, ripening, guaranteed success, gain in resources, confidence in your own work and in yourself, without the need to rely upon others. 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, the wealth of the family, inheritance, family obligations, honoring your elders and seeking wisdom from them, a point of final rest and comfort, creating legacy, your environment and home, loyalty and faithfulness, the value of tradition, living on in our work and in our descendants, family as support. All right, we're to the face cards right here. The Princess of Wands, the fuel of the fire, instigation and desire, first spark of passion and inspiration, desire acted upon, fueling an ambition, making your impulses a reality through application, somebody with endless energy and passion, somebody starting a project or just setting out for a goal, the object of desire, our Princess of Wands. The Prince of Wands, the adventurer of passion, a thrill seeker, mischievous person, a firecracker personality, seizing the day, taking risks, chasing adventure, seeking sexual stimulation, searching for fame and renown, a boaster, a jack of all trades, never-ending adventure, following your passion. That is our old Prince of Wands right there, the Queen of Wands, the flowing beauty of fire, seduction, a charming person, charisma and beauty, somebody who enjoys hosting social events, a social butterfly, the light shining from within, nurturing desires and passions, bringing out the best in others, somebody who is desired by many, our Queen of Wands. Our King of Wands, the center of the sun, the strongest, most passionate desires, need to consume experience, mastery of everything, a charismatic leader, shining confidence, being the center of the universe, egotistical, the master of self, a selfish, outgoing person who must be the center of attention, the pinnacle of achievement, our King of Wands, our Princess of Swords, the fixing of new ideas, a genius, an inventor, somebody who enjoys analysis, the beginnings of an intellectual pursuit, freedom of thought, rebellious thought, a free thinker, fixing new ideas in reality, freedom from preconception or unquestioned ideas, our Princess of Swords. Our Prince of Swords, charging into the fray, a rebel without a cause, somebody who does not respect authority, rushing in, a champion carrying an idea forward, mental stimulation, sudden action, the mind at its sharpest, seeking conflict, searching for new ideas, intellectual exploration, our Prince of Swords, our Queen of Swords, the cold teacher of wisdom, expression of ideas, communication, teaching and nourishing ideas in others, gaining wisdom from others, somebody who speaks for others, adversity, a teacher or a trainer, intellectual self-reliance, somebody with no patience for ignorance, words, cutting to the truth, our Queen of Swords, our King of Swords, strategy and action, a master strategy or tactic, Somebody who plans ahead, being in control. Logic is paramount. A cold, harsh person, a lawyer or judge, putting plans into action, solving a puzzle, cutting through confusion with clear sight. Our King of Swords. Our Princess of Cups, the muse within the dream. The muse, creative inspiration, artistry, and creative virtues. The awakening of a creative impulse. The beginnings of love, imagination, and a dreamlike state. A daydreamer or artist. Somebody at the beginning of a career in the arts, awakening the intuition. Our Princess of Cups. Our Prince of Cups. The Savior and Grail Seeker. Yearning for union and reunion. A lover or suitor. Romance in courtship. The knight in shining armor, romantic love, seeking understanding or hoping for a relationship, poetry and messages of love, desire, seeking spiritual wisdom. Our Prince of Cups, our Queen of Cups, the depths of the subconscious, enticement and flirtation, mystery drawing you in, the depths of your subconscious. Somebody that fluctuates. Danger in the depths, wisdom found in emotions, a visionary or psychic, being overwhelmed by emotions. Somebody who changes to reflect the personalities of another. Our Queen of Cups. Our King of Cups. Healing with active compassion. Healing emotional wounds. Active compassion. Care for others. A father figure. Emotional activity. Anger. Heated feelings, mastery of emotions, purity of emotions, a spiritual and caring person with great depths, a guide, a therapist, a peaceful, loving individual with strong family values. Our King of Cups, our Princess of Pentacles, the womb of the world. Fertility in the everyday world, fruitful foundations, physical health, immense potential and possibilities contained in most of the things she does. That's interesting because there's no guarantee with this card. Awakenings and new beginnings in life. Somebody ready to bring fullness into their life. The eternal student. The Knight of Pentacles. The Stone Guardian. Protection. A loyal friend. Somebody you can rely on. Careful and cautious movement. A slow-witted person. Making careful plans. Not rushing in, protecting your investments, loyalty to friends, seeking wealth and stability, the mind applied to the everyday world. Our Prince of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the nurturing Mother Earth, nurturing others and herself, a motherly figure, somebody who heals the body, health conscious and diet, caring for the environment, substance and nutrition, a time to harvest, a practical person who aids others, being in tune with the cycles of the seasons, our Queen of Pentacles. And last but definitely not least, our King of Pentacles, the master of the world. Financial mastery, business ownership, gregariousness, enjoying the finest things in life, richness, wealth, riches as a means to an end, using possessions for the highest good, a community leader, a generous person, somebody with high status, a jolly friend, and a loyal person with good nature. Our King of Pentacles. I hope you enjoyed all that. I did. I love this deck and highly recommend it. Anything that you can get with this, it's amazing stuff. Thank you, Eric Dunn. Thank you, Kim Huggins. Thank you, Los Guevara, for this amazing tarot deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you for watching one more of my videos. I appreciate you guys. You're the best. Namaste. Love and light. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.